The third Sicha in Parshas Nosei, in Lekutei Sichos Chelik Ches, is from the Farbrengen of Shabbos Parshas Nosei Tovshin Chovov. And a lot of the ha'oras of this Sicha came from the answers that the Rebbe wrote to the questions that the Chassidim asked on the Farbrengen. It was a long Farbrengen, it was a very deep, nigladike Sicha, and after the Farbrengen, a lot of questions were asked the Rebbe, and the Rebbe answered a lot, long answers, a lot of things he wrote with the Ksav Yad. And a lot of these ha'oras came from those minors, those answers that Rebbe answered. So, in page 56, ha'orah 42, there the Rebbe talks about Sfiras HaOmer and Shavuos. We know that Shavuos depends on Sfira. Shavuos comes on the 50th day of Sfira. After you finish counting 49 days of Sfira, then you have Shavuos. And the question that's asked is, if nowadays the mitzvah of counting Sfira is only mid'Rabbanan, so then Shavuos, that comes as a result of the Sfira, should also only be mid'Rabbanan. And the Rebbe talks about it in that ha'orah. And I remember when the Rebbe wrote that inyan in the answers on the Farbrengen, there was another line that was there that for some reason didn't go into this ha'orah here in ha'orah 42. And what the Rebbe wrote there concerning this question, in B'teicha Inyonim, he wrote this loshen, V'al derech, that this is like, and then he wrote in two dashes, V'lei mamish, not really, but it's like the klal, that kinyan derabonon meil lederaise. That when you acquire something with a kinyan that the Rabbanon made, midaraise, that's not a kinyan. So midaraise, when you did that act, it doesn't become yours, but the Rabbanon made that kinyan. Nevertheless, if you use it for something, it will work midaraise. For instance, if you are kind of something with the kinyan the Rabbanon, and then you use that to be mekadesh she'isha, you might think that since the whole kinyan is the Rabbanon, so it's really only yours midarabonon. And when you mekadesh isha, you have to mekadesh with something that's yours. And since it's only yours mid'Rabbanan, the kedushin should only be mid'Rabbanan. It's not like that. When you mekadesh isha with anything that you were kaina mid'Rabbanan, the kedushin is kedushin deraisa. Because after all, after you are kaina, it becomes yours, and now you're mekadesh mid'Rabbanan. So the Rebbe used that idea as a dogma to this inyan of Sfira, that even though it's mid'Rabbanan, the Shavuos that comes afterwards is midaraise. So he wrote these words, Val derech, v'lei mamish, kinyan derabonon, which is meil lidaraise. For some reason, when this became a ha'orah in Lekutei Sichos, for some reason these words are not there.